Hey guys, and welcome back to the Indie Spotlight here on the Fronsman Productions YouTube channel. If you're new to this series, this is where I take a look at indie movies to help shine a spotlight on some amazing talent out there making indie films. Today we're going to be talking about Johnny Woo's new movie, Bullets, Brothers, and Blood. Bullets, Brothers, and Blood was written by Gaines Strauss and directed by Johnny Woo. The movie follows Ryan Cooper, an ex-Army Ranger who is both searching for his brother as well as evading a ruthless gang after being mistaken for a brutal criminal who has been taking out Mr. Gaines' thugs one by one. The movie pays homage to 90s classic El Mariachi, while adding some twists and unique flair all on its own. Following Johnny Woo's signature style, one way that Bullets, Brothers, and Blood differentiates itself is through the use of stylized martial arts combat. In fact, I think that Bullets, Brothers, and Blood may feature some of Johnny Woo's best fight scenes to date. From start to finish, the movie maintains a high-octane energy level. Another area where I really feel like Bullets, Brothers, and Blood does a great job of putting a new twist on a classic tale is through the use of the brother character, Will Storm. Rather than put the protagonist against all odds on his own against Mr. Gaines and his gang, the addition of Will Storm to the storyline adds a fresh dynamic by raising the stakes while also making it so there's some comedic and heartfelt moments. In fact, Will's one of my favorite characters throughout the entire film. At first seeking him out to inform him of their mother's death, Ryan discovers that Will's been living under a bridge in a tent, and as the two reconnect, Will's lighthearted nature and charm quickly makes us fall in love with the character. Even when his actions are less than honorable, Will remains a fan favorite from start to finish. Some actions such as him stealing Amanda's TV and the drunken fight that ensues between him and Ryan afterwards is still really humorous and lighthearted, even if Will's behavior borders into degeneracy from time to time. Aside from the subplot of the two brothers and the heavy emphasis on martial arts combat in the movie, a lot of story beats feel very familiar to anyone who's seen El Mariachi. I think the movie does a great job paying homage to the classic while putting its own modern twist on it. A lot of beats feel they play out in a similar fashion, such as when Ryan enters the bar just before Dwight. In this movie, Ryan is essentially the villain for El Mariachi, and Dwight is the villain for Azul. What follows is Dwight killing Mr. Gaines' goons, Mr. Gaines being the villain for Moco, and the bartender calls it in just as in El Mariachi. However, this time, instead of saying it's a man dressed in black with a guitar case of guns, it's a backpack of guns for Bullets, Brothers, and Blood. Overall, I think that Bullets, Brothers, and Blood does a great job of putting a modern twist on an iconic 90s independent cinema classic. I think there's a lot here to learn if you're an independent filmmaker too. As in all of Johnny Woo's movies, a big standout here is the action-packed, highly stylized fight choreography. I really do believe that Bullets, Brothers, and Blood features some of Johnny Woo's best fight scenes to date. So at the premiere, I asked him, how he plans for these highly stylized fight sequences in his movies, and his answer really blew me away because for the most part, he gives the actors themselves space to rehearse the fight sequences well before they ever come to set. Though some actors begin the rehearsal process on the day of shooting, other actors are practicing weeks beforehand in some pretty unique locations nonetheless. Johnny even talked about a story of two of the actors who were practicing their fight sequence in the middle of a Lowe's store to help get ready for the movie. Another person at the premiere asked a question about improvisation, only this time relating it more to the dialogue and whether the actors, strictly follow the script or if they're given more free rein to improvise their lines. And while a lot of the actors said that they prefer to stick to what's written on the page, there are instances throughout Bullets, Brothers, and Blood where some improv moments did make it into the final movie. One of the actors, Matt Cain, who plays Will Storm, admitted that he used a lot more improvisation technique than some of the other cast as well. Other unplanned moments ultimately made it into the movie as well, such as one of the fight scenes where a picture frame gets broken. That was completely unintentional and accidental, but Johnny Woo said he loved the way it looked so much that he had to leave it in the movie. I think this level of fluidity and adaptability is something that we can really borrow as independent filmmakers ourselves. Yes, sure, everybody comes onto set with a plan, but Johnny Woo as a director really does give a lot lot of people some space to play around and try out new things on set, keeping the mood light. And I think that's where a lot of the charm and heart that you feel when you're watching any one of his movies really comes from, is being able to adapt on the fly. Even if you come in with a game plan, that fluidity really helps keep the mood light. Taking a look at the behind the scenes video content that shows the making of Bullets, Brothers, and Blood really gives you an idea of the atmosphere and vibe created on set, and Johnny Woo's directing style is definitely one worth studying and implementing into your own movies. The combination of fun and efficiency really helps create a project that oozes with passion and is a winning formula that you can bring to your own independent productions. I recommend that any filmmakers, especially filmmakers in Northeast Ohio, check out Bullets, Brothers, and Blood, which will be screening again here soon at the International Horror Hotel Film Festival this June. I'm going to go ahead down in the description and I'm going to link to the website for the Horror Hotel Film Festival so that you can check out more details on the event. Also, it might be a great opportunity for you if you're an independent filmmaker and you want to showcase your work. Submissions are still open for just a little bit longer, so you might want to go ahead and get that in, especially if you're local to the area. The International Horror Hotel Film Festival is ran by some great people, as an excellent way to show off your work in a local environment. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for you here today. Remember, if you like this content and you want to see even more videos on independent filmmaking, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, and turn that bell on for notifications so you don't miss another video here on the Fronsman Productions YouTube channel. And if you yourself are an independent filmmaker and you would like me to talk about your movie here on the Indie Spotlight, all you need to do is go down into the comments, let me know what is the name of your movie and where can I watch it, and I will add that to my watch list to talk about in a later video. Also, for anybody who's interested, I am currently in production right now for my debut feature film, In the Hands of Fate. We just started shooting and I'm very excited for where the project is headed. If you would like to help out and be a part of that, you can go ahead in the description. I'm linking to the Indiegogo. We have a lot of great perks, everything from postcards, keychains, DVDs. We even have VHS tapes. We even have a board game. If you want to be killed in the movie, there's that too. Lots of great ways to get involved and help out and support indie film here in Ohio. And also, if you're interested in checking out some exclusive behind-the-scenes content, stay tuned, because as we continue to move through production on the movie, I want to be able to share with all of you my journey as a filmmaker throughout the course of making this movie. So I will be sharing exclusive behind-the-scenes content and educational videos so that you can learn as I'm learning, making our first feature film together as a team and as a community. So once again, I want to thank you all for watching to the end of this video. Stay tuned. There's a lot more exciting stuff to come. But until next time, that's a wrap.